Jersey now don't have that part of Alenko and Graham, so they're going to have to figure out their own way of getting over.
Well, Powell looks to be the man. Here he is again. Powell diving from distance. Got very low very quickly, but they make the touch in time. And back to the 7 they'll come now. So a good few minutes here for Jersey. They'll roll it back on the 7. Powell once more looming in support. Johnson directing traffic, picks it up from acting half. Johnson all the way to the line, pops a little pass around the corner. Joshua Stewart is on the spot, and it's a second try here for Jersey. So after a very nervy couple of minutes to begin with, they've looked very strong.
Yeah, definitely. And again, good conditioning. Touch before, they run the sweeper, gave the sweeping player the ball, conditioned the width. That time, step back, pop back to the link. It's in acres of space. And Chile look great when they've got the ball in hand. When they're in the defensive zone, look a little bit disjointed, not as connected as Jersey are. Although Chile now running into their attack, quickie play, looks to step, hole, maybe picks the wrong option. His middle partner was definitely free, but they do get the penalty.
It was Vega who just couldn't get her hands to it, went to ground, but ultimately Chile will come away with another set to work with here. So out to that left-hand side they bring it. Stepping up quickly was Alenko. They've floated over the top. Beautiful pass from Chile. Well, they all had eyes back towards the middle and completely unmarked out wide. They've gone in. Here it is again on the replay. And this is what we call eyes up footy, Joe.
Yeah, and honestly, I think it's because no one in their right mind would throw that ball off first. And like that's not what you're taught in touch ever. You're taught to use all of the touches available to you. So Jersey probably just thought, oh, well, he's just going to take it here and take another touch, and then we look at that on 6th. Nope. Chile went, nope, we're not going to play by the rule book. Here's the long ball off first. 2 tries apiece.
Well, Felipe Avedikian was the man who threw it, and Cisternas Holmes getting herself on the try scorer sheet. 2-2 now as Cole Graham takes it right to the line. Touch is made on him, though. Andre Avedikian was the man who did so. Jersey now with Graham back out there, linking up with Alenko, floating it long. No touch pass there. It was a very close run thing, but in the end, ball goes across the sideline, and we are still locked up here at 2 tries apiece after 9 minutes.
Yeah, I think for Jersey in their attack, maybe especially when Alenko and Graham are on the pitch, I'd like to see them use a little bit of a decoy and play with someone else, so the Chilean defence has to stay honest and has to mark other people. At the moment, they could just double up, and they're finding success in doing so.
I like this high press that we've seen from Jersey as well in the opening 10 minutes. Every defensive set, they're really getting up in the faces here of Chile as they work it up over halfway now. Nice quick roll ball. Floated out here from Avedikian. And then just out in front there of the run for Priest Livingston, who really takes off. Now, has he done enough? I think there may have just been a touch here from Jersey. Yes, it is a try-saving touch in the end. Otherwise, that one was going to come from absolutely nothing. Last one still here, though, for Chile. They send it out to the middle. Cisternas Holmes. Nowhere to go, but ultimately will come away with another set.
That's a coach killer. The Jersey link just not moving. You've got to go forward on 6th touch. You can't get away without it. And, from a nothing position, Chile now have a great opportunity to go ahead in this game.
A short little pass here for Nicholas Avedikian. Avedikian trying to squeeze through. The man who was pinged for that penalty, that was LeMaistre. Now Avedikian. Bouncing around about 10 metres away. Plays it quickly. Still an option on that left-hand side. A terrible pass. I think we can put that down to the rain that is really building here at Nottingham, and it's just slipped out of the grasp.
Yeah, it's a shame because Jersey had done, Chile had done really well to retain possession, and then they give themselves an opportunity to go attack at the line, and skill errors are just what's costing them at the moment, and there's another one that's not been called. Don't quite know how it's not been called, but Jersey have got the benefit of the doubt, and now they roll through their final couple touches.
They'll roll forward here with Matt Mickle. Mickle still going forward. Mickle finding support now. I think they certainly did track enough of a distance back there, so it looked a little bit touch and go for a moment, but Vega did retreat the required distance, but only just.
I think it's been given an off the mark earlier on in the touch, so Jersey, again, sort of masterminds of their own downfall in this first half. That's a nice little transition there from Chile, working to the box side quite efficiently. Got to be careful she doesn't step into touch, and that's another skill error that undoes the good work.
Might have to start calling you Nostradamus, Joe, right? You could see that one brewing. And ultimately the ball goes across the sideline there, so a very sloppy play the ball. And you'd have to imagine both sides just need to calm down a little here. Complete their sets and try and build a bit of pressure.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. Could not agree more.
So now forward comes DaCosta. Now floated out to this right-hand side. Mark Knight operating through the middle at the moment. Short pass here for Mickle. Mickle rolls it down just inside the 7. Now Mickle takes off. Big left foot step. And they're more than happy to keep working for these penalties inside the final 7 jersey. That's probably their 5th of the match so far. Mickle has turned away once more. So don't have Powell out there, nor do they have Graham or Alenko. So it's almost a real changing of the guard here. You don't see that many middles usually operating in one team.
Yeah, this jersey attack's quite strange. Every time they get the ball, initially they just go forward and then come back to dump and then go forward. And it seems like they're trying to play for not moving forward, although that's a lovely...
There's a lovely wrap around and now a real opportunity. DaCosta fires a pass here. That's gone backwards and Goddard is on the spot. That was probably the best worked play of the match so far from Jersey, and it deserved a try.
Yeah, definitely. And also the first time they didn't just run forward when they got the ball, and they actually brought the defence up to them, engaging the defensive player and just played around them. Chile providing single shooters. Jersey playing around them, getting to the edge. She could have walked that one in.
Well, that was almost that old-fashioned. It did take me back to the very first World Cup. Of course, this is the 10th edition, but you don't see the old school wraparound too often these days. As the little dummy comes in, Alenko is there along with Graham, and together they make the touch. Back to the 7-metre mark they'll come now. Chile in no hurry here, looking to reset things. Gradually creeping forward. Graham is there to make the touch. More danger building, but well marked up in the end. So that pass had floated over the top. Tough one to take there for Cisternas. And ultimately, Jersey see off the threat. Just under 14 minutes gone, 3-2 they lead with the rain still coming down here at Nottingham.
Yeah, it seems like Chile have the makings of being a really good side, and there's just 1%ers here and there that aren't connecting. And it's leading to Jersey just feeling growing in confidence throughout this game.
So Vega stepping up to make the touch, and now a nice straight drive once more here from Jersey. They've got them backpedaling. Now Reece Powell floats a pass back towards the middle, and had they taken that one cleanly, 3-on-2, but Chile, to their credit, they were stepping up quickly and applying the pressure, so turnover comes.
Yeah, Jersey looking to play around, and Chile is another unforced error. Although it might get given, it is. I don't mind it. I don't mind it. I'd like them to be a bit stronger in the touch, to be honest, but I don't mind it. And Chile get away with one as they look to drive down into their transition, get some fresh legs on, but brilliant pressure from Jersey, making them work really hard to do so.
It's a tough subset here for Chile, but finally they're up over halfway. Not too many shots left in the revolver, so to speak, though. They won't really be able to stage too much. However, Jersey stepping in there. Once more, it's Lemaistre, who's had a couple of interesting defensive plays in these opening 15 minutes. Forward they charge now, Chile. Avedikian slowing it down. Turns it back on the inside here for Cavaral. Cavaral, an option on that right-hand side. Instead, they go back to Avedikian, who is sweeping around. Midway through the count now. Chile looking for a hit back. Jersey in front, 3-2. Avedikian takes it right to the line. Well, that was too dainty for anyone to launch. And as a result, it meekly hits the deck, and there's the turnover.
Yeah, I can't help but feel like with Chile, just hit your holes. Go through your holes. At the moment, it's like they're waiting for ball in hand to go forward. It's like, well, it's easier if you just go through and expect the pass to go to hands. And it seems like they're almost playing as individuals, not really having that team cohesion. Yes, it's early doors, but they need to find it.
And Joe, this is perhaps the difference we're seeing with nations that are more historically rooted in rugby union compared to, for example, rugby league with the likes of Australia in particular, where it is all about hitting that correct line and running through those holes, as now we see Jersey nearly get across the line. But for these nations which probably don't have that traditional connection to rugby league, there's a bit of a different playing style.
Oh, 100%, 100%. And that's why the north of England in the UK, in terms of touch, has dominated. Because like you say, rugby league is hit your hole, will hit your hands. And, you know, at the moment, Jersey are doing that more often than not than Chile. And I just want Chile to get their head down and go forward. You need that forward momentum in your strike plays, and they're not finding it consistently enough.
So out to this right-hand side, they come now for Cavaral. Reese Livingston also involved. And now they get the troops back out there once more. Fuentes, who got the first try here for Chile, rocks it back quickly. Now, Felipe Avedikian sending it out wide. Vega was under real pressure there. Did a good job in the end to take it, but great scramble from Jersey.
Yeah, really good defensive scramble from Jersey. Much better from Chile as well, actually hitting the holes and going through. But Jersey matching themselves up to it, that seems like it's been milked, I'll be honest. That was not a hard touch. You can pick yourself up and go again. I'm a bit of a cynic in terms of that. We grew up playing touch in the north of England. You get hit hard, you go forward. You know, we don't want to see people just falling on the floor. It's not touch.
Well, at the end of the day, it is a contact sport.
Oh, yeah.
It might not be full-on tackle, but certainly there are some big collisions at times in touch football. As this is play on now, Lemaistre once more had to release, and ultimately touch pass is called. It's been a bit of a tough initiation here for Lemaistre.
Yeah, struggling to find a feet, I think. I think you can say that a lot with the Jersey side is, again, 6s and 7s. That is a hard touch because it's a straight arm. That was obvious for people in Riverside, let alone Highfields. But yeah, so Jersey for me, operating at 6s and 7s as individuals. Chile seem like they've got a bit more team cohesion without any forward momentum. So it's quite a strange dynamic, and it sets up a really interesting second half. If you're going as the scores as they are, it's really up to which coaching staff is going to grab the team by the scruff of the neck.
And now forward they march through Cavaral, and Cavaral finding support wider still, and in the end it was a pretty good take from Andre Avedikian. One of 3 Avedikians in this side. And once more driving for there, Andre, but no opening forthcoming. Jersey, at the moment, looks like they will take a first half lead here, which is probably surprising plenty of us around the ground.
Yeah, definitely. And, you know, Jersey haven't been bad value for their lead. They have definitely deserved their lead. They've had more excellence at the line than Chile. It's this area of the pitch for me with Jersey is they're not getting to the line nearly enough because they're overplaying in the midfield, being a little bit overeager, and it seems like they just need that one player who's just going to get his head down and make yards. And it seems like everyone wants to step, no one wants to go forward.
So Avedikian out now, wider still for Cisternas. Holmes nearly getting all the way through. Good touch in the end, though, from Jersey. Inside the final 30 seconds now. If Jersey can hold out here and take that halftime lead, a lot of confidence for the second 20. Short pass now for Cisternas, driving forward. The draw and pass, oh, it's beautifully worked in the end. Priest Livingston, he's got oodles of speed. He took it right to the line, and finally, Chile get it bang on.
It's almost like the structure and going forward leads that you can use your pace in attack, and a really good decision to just gently check the ball off into space. Brilliant catch and dive, and right on the hooter. It's 3 tries apiece, and it's a very interesting second half.
Well, Magdalena Vega getting that final try of the first half, and as Joe Wright alluded to, it's a very interesting second stanza that is coming up. At the break, we're all locked up here between Chile and Jersey in the mixed opens, our second time slot of the 2024 Touch Football World Cup in Nottingham. We'll take a quick break in all the second half action in just a moment.
Displaced one has a pink case and is part of the NCC choir. So an iPhone with a pink case, and you're part of the NCC choir. Please make your way to the new pavilion. And also a second iPhone with a black case with a dog on the front screen, like a Labrador or a long-eared dog. Again, if you've lost your phone, please make your way to the main pavilion. And if you can unlock the screen, prove it is your phone, then we will return it to you. Once again, announcements for the venue. When you're finishing your games or as you're walking around, please do not drop litter. There are bins provided, so any litter, please place it in the bins around the venue. all the spectators who may have just arrived. Over towards the hockey club is the Athletes Village, where you can buy beverages and hot food. While the toilets are scattered around portaloos.
So what does it mean to you? The time?
Sweat. The passion.
The thrill? The determination?
The support.
The camaraderie?
But there's so much more than that.
We're playing for something bigger.
You ready?
Question is, how are you going to leave your legacy?
Welcome back here to Nottingham, Game 2 of the Touch World Cup for 2024. Chile and Jersey in the Mixed Opens division, unable to be separated after the first 20 minutes. And Jersey, one of these teams that come into this particular tournament without a great deal of knowledge about how they play. We're certainly finding out pretty quickly that it's quite direct at times, but on other occasions, very lateral, whereas for Chile, it seems like there's a lot of exuberance without the finishing piece.
Yeah, definitely. You've summed it up beautifully there. I think for both sides respectively, calm down. Just a little bit. Just calm down. Because at the moment, for Jersey, it's so erratic. And yes, it's one of those where how can the defense defend if you don't know what's coming next, right? I get it. But at the same time, there's not that team cohesion, there's not that level of consistency that's needed to really sort of make your chances count. And the complete contrast in terms of Chile is they show great impetus without the final product, because as soon as they get to the 7, they stop. And it's almost like they're looking for someone else to create the winning opportunity for them. And both sides show brilliant promise, just need to calm down, rely on structure, go forward.
Well, let's see if they can piece it all together here in the second 20. They've probably lost a good 30 seconds of this opening second half here with a bit of a delay, but now Alenko brings it across to this right-hand side of the field and then takes off again. La Maestra, well, that's a great little hit back. He's had a tough first half here, La Maestra, but on this occasion, he's right where he needed to be. And once more it comes from, and it had to be either Graham or Alenko. This time it's Alenko who sets it up.
Yeah, and again, it's such a quicker strike. It catches people off guard, because as soon as that dump is made just outside the 7, boom, left foot step out to the link, and the link is ghosting through the gap, and that's the benefit you get when you catch them offside.
Well, they do look really good when they get it right, Jersey. And there will certainly be plenty more opportunities in this second half to do so. But can Chile respond nice and early here? A couple of dummies coming out now from Esteban Torres. Torres rolls it back. Now at first receiver once more. Andre Avedikian. Here he is now. And they're very deep there, Jersey. They had to step off the line. They were heading backwards initially in defence, so probably lucky to get away with that one.
Yeah, definitely. And Chile maybe masterminds their own downfall there again. Unfortunate collision between the Chilean player and the referee. Creates a gap. Jersey player looks to go through. Ref is very right to call that back. But yes, Chile just half picks up, goes. Maybe just give the pass a little bit earlier. You know, you've got a couple touches to play with. Make the most of the touch count, because that's when you're going to really sap the legs of the Jersey defenders and get your results that you need.
So Jersey now marching up through field here through Da Costa, and now towards the halfway line. Good roll on about this set thus far. As once more, Jeremy Johnson gets involved, and now he straightens up himself. Just a little bit of a miscommunication there between himself and Josh Stewart. That ball goes to ground, but building nicely in the early stages of that set there for Jersey, just coming unstuck.
Yeah, Jersey looking a lot better in just 2 minutes of the second half. Look like they've got a lot more drive forward and not so static in their play. Well, Chile maybe lucky to get away with that. Looked to be a loss of control. Referees disagree.
So mutual infringement is the call there from the officials as Johnson steps up to make the touch. Now Avedikian. Popping a little pass here for Cisternas Holmes. Now drop it down to Avedikian. Here they go once more, driving forward. Popped it over the top, and Chile are on the spot. They will come away with a try here. It's Matthias Cisternas Holmes who gets in to the end goal.
Yeah, and much better drive forward. And again, you're attacking against a rolling defence. How much easier is that than one that's static? And Chile do get their end product. Little looping pass over the top. All square.
So Lanko now moving forward here for Jersey at 4 tries apiece. Around about 17 minutes to go in this one, which is oodles of time in touch footy terms. We could well see 20 tries in that particular period as Alanko gets it back from first receiver. Had a chance to go wide early, and it was really on there too. In the end, played short to Cole Graham. It continues to crab across field. Any more so, we'll have to put him on a beach and put a shell on him.
Yeah, he wants to go sideways, that's for sure. But just very quickly, look at the gaps in the Chilean defence, especially between the middles and the links. If Jersey can pick their eyes up, it's there for the taking.
Now Alanko once more goes early to Cole. Cole Graham floats it over the top. Beautiful pass from Graham. This time they get it right. And once more when they do, geez, they look good, Jersey.
Yeah, they look really good. And again, it's that combination of, the explosiveness of, you can step sideways, but then you've got to go forward. The try line's there to be taken. And they take advantage of a bit of disparity from the Chilean defence. Jersey extending their lead back out to 1.
Looks like Ruth Brooks is the try scorer out there on that far side of the ground. A little tough to see at times from this particular vantage point as now Chile come forward. Nice little run here, straightening things up from Andre Avedikian, who's now at first receiver inside the 7. Pops a little pass there. They were called offside. Matt Mickle couldn't make a play at it, and as a result, Chile hit straight back.
Sorry, what did you say a couple of minutes ago, that we could have 20 minutes in 17? It looks like they heard you. And a Jersey defender just stops chasing. Unsure why. You can't do that to a team like Chile, though, because they'll take advantage of it. And just as soon as Jersey get their score, they concede one straight away.
I can only imagine Mickle was called offside, and as a result, Nicolas Di Lorenzo in for his try here for Chile. So these two just simply cannot separate one another. As Alanko bounced off the left foot, that was snappy work, and then really puts on the afterburners. They've just got there in time, it looks like. I think one of those players may have been offside. That's why the penalty's been called, but the saving middle did enough in the end. But of course, that slight path alteration, that's where the penalty comes. So Alanko now with the dummy. Drops it back on the 7. Alanko now for Cole Graham once more. Tries to do an exact carbon copy. It's gone to ground, but they'll play advantage here. Another penalty now for Jersey.
Yeah, and again, we can see it on the picture in front of us. Massive gaps in the Chilean defence, especially on that far side. The Chilean link is late getting into his middle, and then that makes the gap between him and the wing even larger than it already is.
Well, they have identified it here, Jersey, a number of times as Alanko now looks to go for the direct route here. We talk about going back to the well. There certainly is an opportunity here for Jersey to do exactly that. Anushin Alanko. Now for Cole Graham once more, and they do exactly that. Far too easy for Jersey. And once more, I thought they could have hit long directly there without going to Graham, but he does have a terrific right to left pass, so why not exploit it?
Yeah, and Chilean defenders just cornering the wrong way, looking to cover their short side. Actually, it's easier to defend. There's not as much space there. He needs to be cornering open side to shut down that space. And Jersey are too good to not take advantage of it. And as we said, second half looked to be set up and to be really interesting. That's nothing but shoulder. That is definitely a forced sub. You You can't really complain at that at all.
Well, it's DaCosta who will be sent to the sidelines here, and Serene Coombs, the most recent try scorer, is now Chile on the attack once more. Well read in the end. That was Nicole Goddard who shut it down from out wide. So now Cavaral slowing it down. Cisternas also looming around. So is Avedikian. Here is Avedikian now sending it wide. In the end, Ruth Brooks does a great job to track across and make the touch here. So Chile still with their foot on the throats here of Jersey. Out for Cavaral, who drops it down on the 7. Cisternas, lovely little pass. They did hit a nice line there, but it's just gone to ground.
Yeah, it's a shame. Chile did really well to move the ball from one side of the pitch to the other, but Jersey equal to it. Really good defensive read as the 4-sub player was getting off when it was 6-on-5 very briefly. Great feet. What a great transition that is. Brilliant yards made.
It's Matt Mickle who has driven forward, and now there's a 4th sub here as well for Chile. I'm not 100% sure why. I think they might be claiming forceful contact. Could have also been potentially a bit of back chat because it didn't seem to be that forceful in the end. Now Alenko out of acting half once more. Cole Graham had to go long there. Ends up holding onto the ball. And geez, they've let quite a few opportunities slip here, Jersey, in the last few minutes.
Yeah, and it seems like, again, just slightly over-eager and maybe guilty of overplaying. That ball definitely should have gone to the wing in that instance.
The 6-5 Jersey still in front. Chile up over halfway now. Little pass here from Bravo. And now, once more, Andre Avedikian marching forward. Torres picks it up. Big right foot step. Oh, Torres, the step was too good for himself. In the end, hits the deck, and there is the turnover in favour of Jersey.
Yeah, Jersey now benefit. Well, that's a roll ball infringement. That's a skill error, not an effort error. That's a real shame from a Jersey perspective, but from a Chilean perspective, it's exactly what you need. And now for the Chile team, just draw the Jersey defenders out and then go hard at the line. It's better.
Avedikian once more diving from distance. Alenko with a lovely touch, though. He was crouching and then reached out, made contact with the leg, rolled back here for Vega. Vega for Avedikian, drops it down, gets the strike dump. Avedikian sending it wide early. They were a little bit too deep there. Chile, but they might still manage to come away with a try. No, they just gave themselves a little bit too much depth, and as a result, Jersey were able to scramble. Avedikian now straightens up. Torres on the last. Avedikian is on the spot. Beautiful work there between Esteban Torres and Andre Avedikian. And once more, we can't split the two teams. They're locked up.
Yeah, it's just massive gap. Male, middle, female link. It's too big. Chile take advantage of it. Little pop pass. 6-all. Final 10 minutes. This is bubbling into a really interesting game.
So DaCosta back onto the field now, having been forced subbed a few minutes ago. And this is the changing of the guard that we have seen here a little bit from
just
defense as Jersey bring it up over halfway. Brooks with a little flat ball here for the run now of Jeremy Johnson. Slowing things down here through Josh Stewart. Stewart floating in the background. Now links up. Lovely draw and pass. Great read in the end from Priest Livingston. He's the quickest player on the field. That's multiple occasions the speed has really come into the forefront of things. Now Johnson, waiting and acting half, picks it up. Johnson, no one looking at him. He's gone all the way through. Finds support. On the spot is Josh Stewart. And Stewart will put Jersey back in front. With just over 7 minutes remaining, it's 7-6.
Yeah, brilliant play from Jersey going forward. Good decision as well from the half, just to delay the pass, wait for separation between his support and the covering defender. And once again, Jersey, when they focus on the right things, look really good. It's been too inconsistent, and they have the talent to run away with this.
Now Avedikian popping a little pass back towards the inside. They marked up well, made the touch. Alenko was there. Now a little short ball here for Gonzalo Cisternas. Now floated over the top. Ooh, that one is going to be called play on. It looked very, very flat out of the hands, but flat is good enough. And we just see it float forward in the end here. Here is the replay. So Felipe Avedikian is the man, and the Avedikians have been doing all the damage so far. Lovely ball over the top. And once more, we can't split them, Joe.
Yeah, definitely. And it seems as soon as Jersey take the lead, it gives Chile the impetus they need to go and go and add some teeth and vigour to their attack. It's just not seeing it too consistently. And Chile be looking to get a defensive stop here, go up the other end and take the lead.
Well, here's Graham, however, looking to pile on the pressure and does exactly that. Bang off the left, snaps off the right, dives across the line, and brings up an 8th try here for Jersey.
Yeah, that's what we call a big left foot whack. See you later. Over the line, lovely dive. Covering defenders not too far away. Graham's just too fast. We'll see if Chile can stay to the pattern that's happened at the moment, which is one behind, level, one behind, level. See if they can flip that script. Go one behind, level, and then ahead.
Well, it's hit for tat so far in the second half, but 100% spot on there, Joe Wright. Chile haven't led at any stage in this second stanza. It's all been Jersey. Simply been a case of squaring the ledger. It's now Nicholas Avedikian. Loops around. He's created this extra man on that right-hand side, but won't use it in the end. Instead, plays short, and then the ball goes to ground. They'll say the touch was completed ahead of that ball hitting the deck, though. So inside the final 5 minutes, they've got options both sides of the play the ball. Avedikian twists and turns, but he ultimately can't evade the defence. And in the end, it's an easy turnover.
Yeah, it was a real shame that strike play didn't go to hands. It looked like they'd phased it really well. And if she was able to get the ball down clean, the half could have just fizzed it to the winger, and she was in acres of space. So again, positives to take from Chile, but brilliant defensive set from Jersey.
Brooks now. Short ball. Johnson. Then Stewart. Johnson once more. Nice straight drive. Gets the strike dump as well. Now they're looking dangerous. Powell pops a little pass. Once more, Priest Livingston. That speed of his is causing all sorts of problems for Jersey and trying to get those extra numbers in that link position.
Yeah, and for me, speed is nothing without application, right? You mean the fastest player on the pitch, but if you've not got the smarts and the know-how to apply it, it doesn't really matter. Priest Livingston has been amazing in this entire game. Definitely the standout performer for Chile so far.
So now Josefia Cisternas popping a little pass, and then the follow-up play. Ball goes to ground here for Chile. Jersey still just in front, 8-7. Less than 4 minutes on the clock here. One more try now. That might just be enough for them based on how things have gone, but a sloppy play, the ball will be picked up here. And Jersey, they just can't close this one out.
Yeah, they had a really good opportunity to do so there. They just got fresh legs on. Unfortunately, the slip of the ruck just leads to a loss of control, and Chile just slowed down over the past couple of minutes. They seem to be maybe feeling the pace of the game. Bit tired, bit of fatigue creeping in. Need to go forward. That's better.
It's a nice strong charge there from Gonzalo Cisternas, and now they working out of this right-hand side. Cavaral there in support. Avedikian sends a pass only into the arms of the Jersey defence. So now the counter-attack is on here for Jersey as Alenko plays it quickly. Stewart also driving forward. Lemaistra's there. And there is the penalty. It's well worked for. That's what happens when you play at pace.
Yeah, definitely. And Alenko, what a brilliant dump. Received the ball, had to get it down immediately. Did. What great athleticism to do so. And Jersey then milked the penalty off the back of the next touch. And seemed to have much more energy in this final sort of quarter of the game in comparison to Chile.
So Mickle, out first receiver, taking off. Great speed from Matt Mickle. Earns another penalty here. And he was sure that the playthrough was called and it would be a try, and he will eventually get the call there. So Mickle was adamant that should have been a try. And eventually he gets his just rewards. 9-7. There's that gap they've been working for.
Yeah, definitely. And finally they extend out. And great honesty from the Chilean link. Ref turns and looks, said, "Did you make it?" He goes, "No, I didn't." And that's fair game. Brilliant advantage taken from Jersey. And Chile now needs to just find that fire that we saw them have in the first half.
Here comes Andre Avedikian. You might have seen on the replay as well, Felipe Avedikian there just pointing to the ground saying, yes, he did indeed get that down. I didn't make the touch. That's that honesty that Joe Wright's talking about. So they spread it out to this right-hand side now. Torres, Avedikian, back to Torres. It's a combination that's worked beautifully multiple times here today. And once more, it reaps rewards.
Wow, and that might be the best strike play we've seen in this game. Lovely sweeper coming back round, right foot whack, seeing a bit, pal. Lovely pass and pop into the space. And Chile making this last 90 seconds very interesting.
Well, this is the biggest set of the game without doubt here, and Alenko, as a result, responding. He simply tucks it under the wing and heads away. They'll look to try and soak up as much time as possible. Just over a minute remaining as Cole Graham brings it forward. Alenko back to Graham. Dropping it down on the 7. A try here would finish it. Pops a little pass. Well read in the end, though, from Chile. Back to the 7 they go. Not done with yet, though. Alenko grabbing across field, now drops it down. This time it is the last. Graham sends it wide. Oh, it's popped up from Chile. Now, had they taken the intercept, I can tell you now, there wouldn't have been a single person not standing here at Nottingham.
Almost fell over. Almost fell over. Thought we were going to see the first full lengther of the tournament. So close. That will probably do it for Jersey.
So just seconds remaining here. They just have to hold on to the ball here, Jersey. No more long passes that do allow for an opportunity to go the length of the field. There's the siren, Alenko. There'll be nothing fancy about this. Jersey, hang on. It was a great second half from them. They scored early, and in the end, that early try is the difference. 9-8 at full time. Chile, however, a little bit of stuff to work on moving forward.
Yeah, definitely. I think Jersey very good value for their score. And to be honest, it wasn't the best game from Jersey either. Left a lot of scores out there, a lot of errors, penalty count way too high. But they get the victory, and that'll give them the world, well, do them the world of good in terms of confidence. And yeah, as you say, Chile, great ideas, application lacking a little bit. But they'll look back at this game, identify areas to improve, and roll through onto the next one.
Well, Jersey will be very happy with the result there. They've got points on the board from their first encounter at the Nottingham Touch World Cup for 2024. Hope you're enjoying all the action thanks to Federation of International Touch. We'll have a change in the commentary booth here on our main ground. Jersey 9-8 victorious over Chile here in the mixed opens. Adam Collins will take the lead here for our next match. It's England, the home side, taking on the US in the women's open.
NCC Choir, and you've lost your phone. The second phone is a black iPhone with a golden third dog. That's the best description because I don't know dog breeds. So with a golden third dog, and it's a black case, and you've got pink pyjamas on it. Please make your way up to the new clubhouse. The final phone is a black iPhone again, and it's got a selfie of potentially yourself and your friends all having a meal. Again, that's a lost phone. So once again, it's litter or rubbish, trash, whatever your definition. When you finish your games, please remove any litter you create from your sub boxes so they are clear for the next team. There are bins around the venue, so please use them to dispose of any rubbish. If you have any concerns or any questions, please make your way towards any of the volunteers in red t-shirts with any questions. So once again, if you're walking across field 8, we ask you not to. We ask you to walk around the row. Do not walk across the field. Players and officials, this is your 2-minute warning. Players and officials, 2 minutes. Players and officials, this is your 1 minute warning till the next tap off. Players and officials, this is your 1 minute warning. Players and officials, this is your 30-second and final warning. Players and officials, 30 seconds till the next tap off.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for all the action here in this Touch World Cup from Nottingham, UK. We have England v United States Women's Opens. Adam Collins in commentary, joined by Mel Day, English international. Mel, thanks for joining us.
Thank you. I'm very excited about this game, actually.
And once again, it looks like neither team's bought a ball. And now we have England to get us underway. This English team, how are they lining up? What can we expect out here, Mel?
Well, this English team, they've spent some time down in Australia. They went to Queensland State Cup, New South Wales State Cup, and I think that has prepped them really well for this tournament. Oh.
A nice little hole running there, but unfortunately the ball didn't find the mark. I think is that Georgina Kavanagh?
Yeah, they've got
Kavanagh.
some very solid players in their team, England, but the US, I've been to US Nationals a couple of times, and I think the physicality of this US team is just amazing. They're coming across in leaps and bounds the last couple of years.
There's some early errors from both teams there, just a little bit of shaking out the cobwebs. And now we'll see if England can set in a really good attacking position here, 8 metres out from the line. Rolling forward, they look wide early. A dive at the line, the referee was right on the spot, said the touch was affected. Great defence from the US, but questions being asked by England.
Absolutely. Just watch that number 4 in the middles, Lauren Cochrane. She spent a fair bit of time over here, but is now based back in Sydney, and she is a cracking player. Great right to left there. Here
Long
they go.
ball coming. A player held back in play there. Referee didn't spot it. Play on is the call. Final touch here for England. There's that girl you call the switch play.
Oh,
nice hole.
Oh, what a hole.
Bronte Sykes opens the scoring for England. The home team on the board in the first 2 minutes. Mel, that's a great start for England. It was a bit scratchy there early, but they seemed to pick it up there at the end of the set.
Yeah, and to create that on 5th touch is just amazing. Bronte Sykes, she's come back from a couple of injuries, and she is a phenomenal player.
Well, the US now on the attack, up over the halfway line. 10 metres out now. Couple of touches remaining in this set. A change of direction. They come back to the inside, but the defence from England really up. See, they're playing a passive defender there, hanging out the back. Forces the ball out wide, and that was just a nothing set there for the US.
Yeah, it was good. They got a couple of dumps on the 7 there. They got the 7 into play there, but just not quite anything happening attacking-wise.
This is nice roll on here for the English too. They're working towards their sub-box of players now with fit legs coming back into the middle. That's good direct play there. But that little delay in the roll ball is quite costly. Now they roll on. A little bit of showing of the ball, that ball out in front. I like that. As we see that the player on the outside with pace. That is pure pace there from Phoebe Simon. That's the second try for the home team. The US with it all to do now. The 2-0 lead early in the game, tough to come back from.
And not just the home team, a homegrown player, Phoebe Simon, a number 8, daughter of Chris Simon, who's the England Touch CEO. He's got 2 daughters in this England team. And they're both at university, and they've both come through the Touch program in the UK and playing phenomenally well.
So that 2-0 lead after 3 minutes. Celine Sheeran in the number 20, that's a great story. 38 playing Women's Opens as we see her there. Find a link or look for the link. Couldn't get the pass to stick. But Celine, ex-Australian living over in the US now. Husband of Hollywood stuntman, Brett. But Celine is coming off a knee reconstruction just 10 months ago. She's worked so hard. And as an older athlete, she has put in amazing amounts of work to get over here. And she'll certainly try and lift the US team as England roll on now.
Don't England look good in these drives off their own line? They just run really direct, really intense.
I just see the US are on the back foot. They're rolling, that old rolling style of defence, giving away as we see Celine Sheeran charge in, but not in time. Threw a body on the line, but that was a beautiful try there from England.
Sophia Barkham, she's got one hell of a dive on her. Bit unlucky for that touch not to be in. And here go the US, tapping off. England have come into this game with a huge amount of intensity. I think their drives, especially in the midfield, have been excellent. But here go the US now.
It's a very static play. They're resetting every time. There's none of that roll on that the English team have had. Here they get another opportunity, but again, they start from nothing. Little split play out of the roll ball. Half picks up, goes short, but the defence well read there from England, right up off the line and cut down the attack. So here we go again, Mel, as you said, this roll on. Let's see what they start already making metres.
Ooh. Very risky pass, but Zan Hudson with the ball now, passing back into the midfield there, over the halfway.
Wraparound play. Yeah, and they just roll up through the middle. Seemingly at will, they're just making those metres. An offside player. The referee doesn't believe she was offside, but I thought she stopped a bit short.
I thought she stopped well short. I think US were quite lucky there, but here they go, coming off their line.
This is the change here from England. You can see they're moving forward. They're much more aggressive in their defence. Not just one player, but they're moving up both sides of the ruck, shutting down the options of the US. And the changeover, 25 metres out from the US line, this is a real opportunity here for England.
Yeah, Emily Irons, who's played in Australia now quite recently,